Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Vilitch the Cursing Let's Play in Total War Warhammer 3, where the trials of Tzeentch continue to threaten us from pretty much every direction. There is war still in this general direction as we are chasing after this army as it dances back and forth in our territory, and there is of course war in this direction too from multiple different enemies, and I would not be surprised if another enemy joins their ranks. The Ice Court is very disappointed in us, and of course, just recently we actually hurt our reliability by going to war with Clan Molder, and so we are now not considered to be trustworthy. Not that the Ice Court, I think, ever trusted us, and that does mean the likelihood of having war declared upon us is a little bit higher, so I would not be surprised if the Ice Court actually declares war upon us, given the opportunity right now of this extremely long front that we're fighting against, and the advances already made over here against Castle Alexandrinov by Ostland. So I'm a little concerned about our circumstances, I'll be completely honest. I feel like that's been the status quo for this campaign, but I think we'll manage. We tend to manage, and now that I've said that, this is going to be the first time that I don't, of course. The fear of having the Great Orthodoxy right at my doorstep was definitely a very traumatizing experience, I would say. But with that said, let's go ahead and prepare ourselves for this traumatizing experience as we try to take Jaeger Beitros out of the picture. I'm actually going to go ahead and force march all the way down to here as far as we can get, because as much as I would like to sneak up in ambush stance and then consider teleporting on top of them, I just don't know how they're going to behave. I don't know if we have the time for that because ambush stance slows us down so much, and I do feel like if they use a forced march, they'd be able to hit the Bay of Blades before we get close enough to teleport onto them, because again, ambush stance only allows us to move so far. Like, we can only get up to about here in ambush stance, and teleportation probably only gets us up to here. They can easily sneak by that and hit the Bay of Blades. So, not a worthwhile risk. We're going to actually pump all the way down over to here and hope that they keep moving in and we can either intercept them or something. We'll see. We'll see. Just praying here. Path to Glory available for Garrulus, I assume. Still a little too early to pull the trigger on this. We can definitely get it cheaper. And also in the middle of all these wars, I don't know how I feel about losing a lot of his skills and having to repay for, getting just half of them. Or a bit more than half now because we've got the right tech for it. But either way, I like that we have Lightning Strike so high up, for example. I like that we have a bit of Ruination. I like a lot of the upgrades we've done here. So now is not the time to lose those upgrades. And on the topic of Garrulus, he is sitting here right now at Leblia, leveling up. Or rather replenishing his units, which I will be leveling up shortly because we are able to get these Marauders of Tzeentch all leveled up, so we'll be doing that, and I guess these Chaos Trolls as well, but I don't want to do it just quite yet because of course the upkeep cost goes up, and though our economy has a bit of a trove, let's call it, for now, it's only a matter of time before all that disappears, right? So let's just be careful about that. Let's go ahead and also see really quickly, we have this being built over here, and we've got this being built over here. Okay, good stuff. Just want to keep on top of that because right now we do have the commandment that reduces construction cost. So if there's the opportunity to save money and do some good construction, then it's probably not a bad idea to get on it, right? 4,500 gives us access to Chaos Knights. Actually might be a good call, this. At the altar, plus 10% favor from all buildings. And the research rate increase as well, sure. Yeah, let's pop one of those down. And why don't we go ahead and pop maybe another one down up over here. Ooh, actually, construction cost reduction by 5%. That doesn't feel like a 3,000 gold investment, What about another one of these? Plus 30% favor from all buildings in the local region. We don't have that many, but we do have the one main one, and of course the capital. Sure, why don't we go ahead and get Buddy as well. Alright, cool. Look at that. Just like that, money's already a little lower than I would like it to be. We have, what, 4 turns? 5, 6 or something turns? Whatever. We have not enough turns worth of money. We never do. We never really do. I gotta figure out my economy here, and not just rely on constant sacking and looting, but I feel like that's the way it's gotta be. Let's hit that end turn button and see how things play out. Hopefully these guys keep moving down this way. They don't see my movement here and pull back up the other way. I cannot do that dance back and forth for the rest of this session. That would absolutely kill me. Let's hit the end turn button, folks, and as I do that, I just want to mention really quickly, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. They do make a very, very big difference in just letting me know what people are interested in watching on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. So if you are enjoying the series, please don't hesitate to, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. It does make a very very big difference in just how I do things on the channel. Why did that actually reduce the amount I'm getting? That doesn't make any sense. It was saying 1160 previously, so let's switch it back to that, and we should still be okay. Yes, good. Go ahead and propose that counter offer. That's the exact same as their original offer. I was worried that was going to be a war declaration. So busy worrying about the South and the Ice Court that I didn't realize we might have... Oh my... Are you for real right now? What else could this be? Nope. Of course. Are you... Oh my god. I really need to stop willing these unfortunate circumstances into existence. The balance of power seems to slightly be in their favor. But we have to consider as well that we're at war with multiple people at the same time, multiple directions at the same time. So this balance of power is not really representative of the situation, considering these guys are at war with what? The Vanaheimlings. Oh, okay, they are at war with some other people, but we all know what that actually means, right? They're going to focus on us. That's how the game works. They're going to focus on us. Very well. At least the Acelings have joined us. I should remember to give them a war target so that they actually move in this general direction and maybe make a difference. Maybe. Say that with very little hope in my heart. Okay, I've got a bit of a plan, though. This is scary, but I've got a bit of a plan. All right, here's what we're going to do. First of all, yes, let's go ahead and give a war coordination target to our allies. Go ahead and attack what? Or you know what? Maybe I should get them attacking... No, they have an access path over here. Yeah, so that's good. So maybe we should... I was thinking maybe I should get them attacking up over here because they do have this settlement over here, the Longship Graveyard. But I think that's too risky for them to do. I would like to do that myself also. Let's go ahead and get these guys moving down towards... Not Hell Pit, because I want that for myself. Let's get them moving down towards... Sure. Fort Ostrosk over here, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. Because that way what we can do is we can move towards Hell Pit and towards Prague as well. There's a Dark Fortress there, so I would like to have that for myself. And not only that, but we would also want to move in this general direction anyway so that we can get this rift. I was saying I had a bit of a plan. This is what it was. It was to get this rift awakened, I suppose, and then to have maybe this rift awakened as well, so we're able to traverse between these two rifts and go from front to front and perhaps pop up behind enemy lines and threaten their homelands, right? I feel like that would work in our favor. It would allow us to use Garrulus to get this rift going, and it would allow us to use the much more powerful army and just leadership of Vilitch to cause damage where I think it is most essential. Which means on all the wars, right? He'll be able to teleport back and forth regardless of where he's needed. He'll be able to get there. Looks like we're able to get into ambush stance and creep up to here. 70%. Success chance sounds good enough to me. We can't actually hit him if we go into regular stance. Yeah, he's just out of reach. Of course he is. Teleportation, just out of reach. Like, how does he know precisely where my range is going to be? Fair enough. Ambush stance it is, because what we can try and do is... maybe bait him into this. So sure, let's do that. Because I think he's coming towards the Bay of Blades. If we cut him off en route, then we should be able to defeat this army. I think. We should be fine. Okay, that's that taken care of. Let's go ahead and move Garrulus over towards this rift as discussed. Through Dazin, I suppose so. I'm not going to do a force march just yet, because I would not be surprised if within this darkness somewhere lies a terrifying stack. So let's go with a regular march over here. Beautiful. Sometimes my predictions are right, and it feels good when they are, and when they work in our favor. So this army is in force march stance. We can't reach it. It is definitely able to strike at us, and I want to be able to retreat if it does. That's why I didn't want to force march. I don't want to be forced into a battle, especially when I don't know what the army composition actually is. And now looking at it, I think I'm pretty convinced I still don't want to be dragged into battle against the Tsarina over here. So we're going to stay in regular stance and hope she, I guess, chases after the lair of the Troll King. Maybe if she attacks us, the garrison at Dazin will help us a little bit. I doubt it. So hopefully we're able to sneak past her as she focuses on the lair of the Troll King and steals from us, actually, the advantage of this commandment. Damn, that's unfortunate. Are there any other constructions I want to commission, or that I can commission? I guess not. I suppose not. I could get this going. 3,000 it costs, leaving us with, what, 5 turns worth of favor? Sure, we can always cancel that next turn if we feel things are getting a little tight, But at least this way we've secured the reduced construction cost, and then we get the cultist camp, like the marbles reduced construction cost in its stead, right? Because who knows when we're going to get that back. All right, fair enough. You stay put over here. You're good over here. Path to Glory is not being used. A new war has been added, so not a chance we're going to do that. Don't need to do any of that. Damaged building, that's all good. God, I kind of wish I had handed these territories off to vassals and stuff, or just burnt them down so I didn't have to actually feel like I was losing something every time they were taken over. Lair of the Troll King has been helpful because of the commandment, obviously. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, let me just check really quickly. Diplomacy. Where our war coordination is active. Yes, it is. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Ally missions don't pop up anymore, do they? They don't, like, pop up on the side bar. There's a couple missions over here. I don't think we are in desperate need of allegiance, so... Not that we have the time to complete any of these anyway. So, alright. Figured I opened the window, might as well check. Time to hit the end turn button, see what the AI does, and hold our breath, I suppose. Or maybe don't. Maybe holding our breath will result in death. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so... Even when she hits Garrulus within reach of the settlement garrison, it's a valiant defeat being predicted. That is terrifying. This army is terrifying. Snow Leopard, Winged Lancers, a bunch of Kossars. We've got a few Kossars with spears, 2 Ice Guards with swords, Armored Kossar, and with great weapons too, and of course the Tsarina herself. Well, we're going to retreat. That was the plot, right? That was the plan. So we're going to retreat, hopefully in the correct direction. Neither here nor there. Ambush failed on Jaeger Beatros, but we still managed to get the attack in. Lightning Strike is unnecessary over here. That would just hurt us even more. It does say decisive victory, but this feels like a sizable enough fight to take to the battlefield, and so that is exactly what we'll do. To the battlefield we go. Alright, folks, as always, it is imperative that we win this battle, losing as few soldiers as possible. We have to make sure these guys are fighting fit for when they teleport over to the other side of our empire, right? Go ahead and first pull everybody back just so I can organize myself. This battlefield is very dark, very difficult to see. Hopefully that's not going to affect us too poorly. Marauders over here. Yeah, Sorcerer of Death. Wouldn't mind targeting him perhaps. Forsaken. Demon Spew. And there's Bilious Thunderguff again, of course, as always. The Warhounds over there. Some Marauder Horsemen of their own, it looks like, as well. Yep. Nurglings, 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 of course. Alright, cool. Well, let's go ahead and plant these guys over here. Maybe we actually try and take care of the Chaos Sorcerer. Lord of Shadows. Oh, I thought... Oh, no, they have 2. One of Death and one of Shadows. Ah, it's gonna hurt. Okay, that'll be painful. Let's go and get Vilitch up over here. Let's get Hessius up over here. Again, he is airborne now, right? Let's not forget. A lot more mobility. Let's make sure we actually stay on top of his abilities as well. Let's go ahead and get front line of Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. I almost wonder if I want to, like, post up over here and have them come down this way. Have them pivot so that that half of their army arrives more slowly. Then again, I'd have to be aggressive if I want to do that, because they'll just realign themselves and then move towards me. That's what I would do, right? I wouldn't just present myself in a more weak state. I really should upgrade some of these guys as well. Get these halberds and these spears back over here, just because if the giant does decide to come through, I want to have these anti-large units available right off the bat. Let's get you guys up over here, and you guys up over here. Cool. Get our own giant over here. Get the Manticore up over here. You just got to make sure I stay on top of it. And of course, these guys, why don't we go ahead and tuck you guys in over here? But as the enemy's coming in, we can maybe go in for some rear charges. Who knows? We'll see how wide they end up. These plans almost never work out for me. I could also put them up over here and then send them in from this side, because this side is less likely to get wider, right? So I'll actually have a room over here. So let's try that instead. What else do we have? We have these Chaos Warhounds, who we could use up front over here just to countercharge their Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle and maybe get some early damage in there. I say countercharge, I mean to pin down. Maybe countercharge single Warhounds with poison as the opportunity presents itself as well, is what I meant to say. These guys are all good. Let's go and get Vilitch in that case up over here. Get Hessius up over here. Yep. What do we have here? Thommen's Guard, eh? Well, Thommen's Guard down over here, perhaps. And these guys are the Bjornling's Revenge. Why don't we get you posted up over here, and maybe if the opportunity does present itself for a rear charge, we'll be able to pull that off. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get you in a guard mode and start the fighting. Up we go. See what these guys do and if they push towards us. Oh, right off the bat over here. We're okay, we're okay. Pull back a little bit. We got a beast to Nurgle up over there as well. Bit of damage done. Not too bad, not too bad. Barriers down, pulling away from their range capabilities, right? Come on, come on. Alright, just cause damage as we pull back then. Whatever we hit, we hit. These Marauders right now seem to be the flavor of the day, or the minute. Keep pulling back. Stay away from their range. Minimize the damage we take, right? Minimize the damage we take. There we go. Fire away, pull back. Pull back, pull back. Send these guys in. Pull you down this way. Can we bait them out this way? Can we not? Kind of. Let's push in. Try and crush that nonsense. Oh, we go. These guys are coming this way, right? So I want to be careful about that. Here we go, charging with the Warhounds. Firing away with these guys as well. Gotta be careful about those Marauders up there. Pull you back. Get away from those Marauders. Pull these guys back. Let's go. Can I single these guys out? Oh, that kind of hurt. Barrier, though. We have our barrier. Let's pull you around this way. Let's go. Pull again. Get you up over here. Fire with these Nurglings. Ah, no. Fire with these Marauders. Okay, good stuff. And we go with the charge against their Warhounds. Hopefully we're doing something there. Get our Warhounds away. Let's go. Quickly now. Pull these guys back. Here come their Warhounds. Get back. Get out of there. In come the charges on the side over here. Ate those charges. Ate these charges as well. Vilitch, send you in shore. Go ahead and send our Manticore in there. The Giant is waiting for their charges to come through. Time for some counter charges. Ooh, that spell. In we go, in we go, in we go. In we go against the Chaos Spawn, please. Let's go. Vilitch is coming up in this way. Cool. Send our Giant in over here. Good stuff. Keep pulling these guys back a little bit. Can I send these guys in for a side charge, if not a rear charge? Get you in. Go ahead and pop this down where? Maybe not an overcast. I think a regular cast should do the trick. Right over here, perhaps. Sure, let's do that. In comes their Giant, unfortunately a little off center. Good enough. In comes the bombardment. Like it. Pop this over. Come on now, give me a good spot. Right there. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. These guys are coming in from behind. Don't like that. Let's pull you guys back. Heal over there. Oh no. I let these Marauders really get caught, didn't I? That was bad. That was real bad. These guys are going in for a rear charge. Come on, cleanly now. Our Manticore's not having a good time. We're okay, we're okay. Vilitch, you're okay. Pop this. Right down over where? Right down over here, perhaps? Not my cleanest, not my cleanest. Let's pull these guys away. Keep back, keep back. Bombardment's gonna miss, of course. Vilitch is alright there. Go ahead and pop. And we're okay. Keep these guys away. Let's go. Manticore. Yeah, retreat. I prefer a retreat. Go ahead and fold in over here. Pop this. Perhaps over here. Go ahead and get this going down. Over here as well. Let's go. Hit you guys with one of these. Right over here. Sure, let's do it. Keep pulling these guys up. Send these guys in. Sat in reserve for too long. Actually push you in this way. Let's go. Good hit there, I think. Doing alright, doing alright. Pop this over here. Let's go. These guys are coming through. These guys are still firing away at these Warhounds. Barriers are back, so there's that. Fire with these Warhounds instead, perhaps. Vilitch is doing okay over there, yep. And dive into the Chaos Sorcerer. These guys are coming through. We'll be able to break these guys pretty easily at this point. Then you in with a rear charge. Right, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. Can we come with these charges? No, they're breaking. Send you up and around, send you up and around. Get some charges into these guys from the backs, I think. These Nurglings. Get you firing up over there. Gotta keep an eye on actually pulling them back if necessary. Alright. Nurglings are done. I see shatters across the board. Looks like we're okay. Looks like we're okay. Took a bit more damage than I would have liked, I'll be completely honest with you, of course, but I think we did okay. Now, I don't know if this army's been completely eliminated or not, so I think I should play it safe and stay on these guys. But don't worry, we'll do this in triple speed. But I do think I should stay on these guys and make sure they're not able to get away. That was rough, that was rough. I needed a decisive victory over here. I don't know if I got one for us. I don't know if I got one. It really depends on just how much we actually lost over here, you know? How many numbers we actually lost. Vilitch has done well, though. Vilitch is about to drop. Down he goes. And I think that's the fighting done. We're not going to be able to reach anything else, so let's call it there. Close victory. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. At least this army has been taken care of, right? The enemy army, I mean, not ours. The poor Manticore. I really do abuse that Manticore. The Giant as well. I've been told I should just get rid of the Giant and the Manticore and replace them with more viable units. This is probably the right call. Been having fun with them, but don't know if they have a place in armies against Kislev, especially. Taking a bit of a risk keeping them around. The Marauder Horsemen as well took a bit of a beating in that battle. Not the biggest fan of how that played out, to be perfectly honest with you, but I will take it. We'll take the replenishment, perhaps. Yeah, that helps a fair bit. Sure, let's take the replenishment there. And what do you want?
I am the harbinger of your demise.
Don't like this. Not a fan of that. I need more friends, not fewer. And this army is still alive, are you for real? Knew I didn't do enough damage there. Knew it. Enemy killed in battle, good stuff. 2 enemies killed in battle. Good stuff, good stuff. Beast Tamer gained. Hesius gets his Chaos War Shrine as well. Awesome. Charioteer has been researched. And steal and destroy Dietershafen. Raise or sack this settlement that is... No, thank you. I'm keeping my distance from the elves for as long as possible. Let's go ahead and get Rite of Ascension going so we can move towards Profane Weaponry and get the Chaos Knights available. And let's go ahead and... What do we do over here? Push in against this army? Yeah, we gotta finish them off. Because, again, what we'll do is we'll finish them off, we'll activate this rift, and at the same time, we're moving to activate this rift, while it looks like we have an army moving towards Leblia over here. Good stuff. And the Tsarina didn't actually take Dazin. Oh, interesting. That worries me a bit. So she can reach as far as that. Our forced march takes us a little bit further out. So, we will, first of all, move over to here. Make sure there's not another army, right? And then we're going to go ahead and force march just a little bit further out. Takes us out of her reach. Allows us to see this recruitment that's going on over here. And should allow us to get to this rift sooner, right? Up over here. Let's go ahead and upgrade Vilitch. Get you what? Get you Master of Misrule, finally. Seems to be the right call. Go for it. We've actually earned 2 skill points there. So Master of Misrule, sure. And perhaps we get as well... What? What else? Betted Gallipot, sure. Casualty replenishment rate increases, maybe a not terrible idea right now. Go ahead and strike at you. Oh wait, hold on. Hesius is leveled up as well. Get him what? Already got all this done. Maybe it's finally time to get him Fated Protector. Barrier replenishment rate plus 15% for the entire army. That seems pretty cool. So sure. Fated Protector it shall be. Now let's go ahead and send you into this battle. Decisive victory. Low casualties. Go ahead and auto-resolve that. Just wipe them out. Took some damage. 53 loss. That's not that bad. Replenishment is kind of insignificant. Everything's really insignificant after this defeat. Or victory, I should say. Let's go ahead and take the souls and the favor. Sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. Still able to move in this general direction, and I see no reason not to. Oh, I do see a reason not to. These guys are coming through, aren't they? If I stay at the Bay of Blades, can't recall if this is forced march distance or not. Alright, let's pull down to the Bay of Blades and hopefully replenish a bit faster and discourage this approach over here. And then I cannot remember if we can force march all the way up to there in one turn or not. At the end of teleporting from rift to rift, you lose all your movement points anyway. So it doesn't matter if you do it with a forced march or a regular march. Of course, the difference being if you're able to retreat from a battle that you get attacked in when you arrive at your destination, right? If you're a forced march, you can't retreat. But we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. That's the turn done. I really hope I didn't do a miscalculation over here, and I really hope she's not able to reach this army in forced march stance and just eliminate it. She'll probably take Dazin at this point in time, if not the Lair of the Troll King. Anything else that needs building? Suppose not. Alright, fair enough. And the turn there. Money seems to be doing alright right now, though. I'm not sure exactly why. Oh, here we go. Zarina is attacking the lair of the Troll King. Of course, auto-resolve it. There's no reason to fight this. Only so much damage we could actually cause, right? I'll take it. Sure. At least we get souls. We got another... That's it. Is that the same army that we were seeing get recruited? What is this? Veteran Volkman over here. Taking Liblia. Sure. Have it. I think the next time we come down, we might just raise all these as opposed to hold on to them. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but that's a thought that's been on my mind a fair bit. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have held on to all these. Lair of the Troll King, of course, makes sense because of the commandments. Now that I say this out loud, I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I apologize. But the others over here, we didn't really need to hold on to these. And now we're just feeling the pinch every time they get taken. Whereas if we'd given them to some of our vassals, maybe they would have been able to do something with it. I say some of our vassals. We only have really the one. Okay. Now what's the deal here? Do we strike at Hell Pit? No, I think we need to take this first. So we'll go ahead and regular march first, just so we can see what else is going on potentially. Cool. And the next turn we should be able to get the rift open. Again, it doesn't matter if we force march all the way to here, right? Like, at the end of the day, that rift is going to eat up our movement point. If I recall correctly, right? So, here's hoping I recall correctly. Regular movement, force march, will take us to the rift. Okay, cool. These guys are moving further south. Where could they be going, actually? Wrecker's Point, perhaps? Who else are they at war with? Or are they just biding their time until they hit us up over here? I'm curious. Garrison Lord not moved. That's fine. Is there any... Upgrading we'll do later. Any gifted units that I want in particular? I like the composition of this army fair enough as it stands right now. I could get quite a few pink horrors, right? It's almost tempting to raise another army. Another army that costs, what, 4,000 per turn? How much does this army cost per turn? 3,500. This one costs 3,900. Yeah. It's awfully tempting. Not yet. When it gets desperate. When it gets desperate. Same thing with our upgrades to our units. When it gets desperate. Which I think is going to be just before we dive into the attacks down south over here. End the turn there. Yep. Let's see what the AI does. Oh boy, taking Dazin. Okay, fair enough. No surprise. Auto-resolve that. Again, no point fighting a battle like that. We're guaranteed to lose it. We're not going to cause that much damage. And it's not like we could even eliminate a single unit here or there that we can say, oh, at least we got rid of a high-value, enemy unit. What do you want? Ended their trade agreement. Well, that's not very helpful. The mutable eye opens. Your actions have drawn the attention of Tzeentch, the great sorcerer and grand manipulator. His many-hued eyes look upon your endeavors and think it worthy of stimulus. But where to direct the changer's boons? My legions, increase unit experience gain. Crucible of Champions, increasing Lord and Hero recruitment rank. I did say I was about to recruit another army potentially, right? The Gift of Choice, giving me a reduced cost of Gift of Chaos activation, or Dark Dominion. Request army cost, war coordination target cost, and allied recruitment cost all reduced rather significantly, but I'm not doing any of those. I'm not really going to tap into that, I don't think. So let's go ahead and do it for my underlings, and maybe now's the time to recruit that other army. Maybe this is the sign that I needed, right? So the Champions of Change shall be duly rewarded. My underlings. 1,000 has been lost. Yeah, fair enough. The Savage Blow. Charge bonus for all armies for all factions. Fair enough. What is this? This is the army that was originally being recruited here, right? They got so many armies on the go. Got so many armies on the go. What's the situation up over here first before I commit to anything crazy? Yeah, these guys are making landfall down over here. I am not sure what they're doing. They're not at war with anybody down over here as far as I can see, so that's a interesting decision. And is Festus already here? No, I do not see an army led by Festus in my realm. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get you, Garrulus, to pick up the Stormont Rift and claim it. Good stuff. We still have very little movement left over. But on the other side of this, we're just gonna move a little off here Because I'm not sure what happens if you teleport to a rift that has somebody sitting directly on it. Not 100% sure. That we can't reach yet. It's got to be Force March. Fair enough. Force March it is. All the way up to here. We're basically fully replenished. Go ahead and claim this rift. And then we should also be able to immediately pop into it and traverse the rifts to get all the way down over here. Behind enemy lines. Costs some souls. Well worth the expense though, I think. These two armies over here should be able to draw these guys back. Cause some trouble for them maybe. Right? Maybe start taking some of these settlements, burning some of them down. Hold on to Prague. It is a dark fortress. I don't know, that introduces a bit of a challenge of having to try and hold it, actually. But at least we can burn some stuff down, or I say that as I click on help hit another settlement that I really want to hold on to. Listen, we'll see what happens. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because for all I know, I might have to teleport right back to here and deal with new threats or what have you. Now, the question is... No, I'm going to hold off one more turn before I do any upgrades. We might get attacked over here. I have my doubts. This army isn't going to be able to do all that much. In fact, it's going to run away, it looks like. But now we might upgrade some of these units before we dive into the hell pit. With just one of these two armies. I don't think they all need to go in there. What do you want? What do you want? Non-aggression pact. I am okay with that. 1200 is what they are offering. What about 1362? That sounds better to me. Pose that offer. Good stuff. Okay. Not too bad. Money's looking really good, by the way. Money's been going up lately because of all the agreements and stuff, I suppose. Let's take a look at diplomacy, actually. They're just further signs that I might need to recruit another army. Bjornling willing to do military access, but we're not going to get anything out of that. Anything else? Nothing else. Nothing else. Okay. What about our war coordination situation? Where are our allies' armies? Oh, hello. Ho, 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 ho. That is a full stack right next to the Tower of Crack. That is not good. They've got an army over there and an army over there. They're well out of position over here, eh? And they're trying to hit this. Don't know if that's a good idea. Attack this guy. Let's see what that does. He's going to move right down over here to the Tower of Crack. And then perhaps up to the Black Gulch. I don't know if I'll be able to bait him back over here. We'll certainly try. We can get to Dushika as well. Oh, both of us can't. Alright, so Garrulus can hit the hell pit. Get you in here. Pyrrhic victory predicted. We'd actually lose a couple units. Let's go ahead and continue the siege for now. What I want to do is check what happens if I... Oh, hello. She just upgraded her mount, didn't she? Well, at least I'm glad we saw her. We know she's on her way back here now. Out of our reach, but if we maybe set up an ambush, we might be able to get her. A little scary. Okay, let's go ahead and do those upgrades, though, before I forget. Let's go ahead and get these three upgraded to the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. Yep. Hop that. Get these two upgraded to the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with halberds. Hop that. We should be able to make these guys into charioteers. I don't think I want Chaos Chariots, though. I think I quite like the Marauder Horsemen. I say that, but against all these Kossars, it might be good to have some chariots, right? But let's go ahead and, for sure, I want to upgrade these trolls into armored trolls. So let's go ahead and do that. Good stuff. Meanwhile, down over here, as you can see, it's getting more and more expensive. Who can we upgrade to what? Nothing over here. Rank 7 and Rite of Ascension needed. And we need profane weaponry for these guys. Okay, fair enough. These two, though. Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. Yes. Oh, I can't upgrade these guys, right? These guys should be with halberds. Cool. Done. Done and done. I could upgrade these Bjornlings of Revenge as well. Give them the mark, perhaps. Tempting. Let's leave them be for now. Let's leave them be for the time being. And I think if I go into ambush stance, there's no real spot to ambush at, though, right? 40%, 40%, 70% over here. Ooh, but is that in range of reinforcements? Or is it not? Might be just out of reach of reinforcements. It's actually just out of reach of my army. 40% is all we can really get. I think I would like to stick together. If they do decide to come up over here, I'd like to at least be able to reinforce this army. And maybe crush the Tsarina right here and now. That'll give us a huge upper hand. Is it really only 40%? It really is. Damn. Alright, well, it is what it is. Might as well get right in the way then, if that's the case. Guarantee reinforcements, basically. Sure, I'll take it. Hop in there. Now, if I were to hit help hit right now, decisive victory with the reinforcements. Kinda tempting, isn't it? Low casualties, decisive victory. Don't even need the towers or anything. So why shouldn't we? I don't think we have to fight this one. It's a marginal army compared to everything we're going to be bringing. It's a small army. So let's go ahead and actually, yes, auto-resolve this. Yeah, let's do it. Take the victory when we lost about 500 troops. Decent bit of money, decent bit of experience, some souls as well. Good stuff. And why don't we go ahead and... I'm going to say we go ahead and simply occupy this one. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't take it. But we'd have access to commandments because Helpit is the only settlement in that in the province. Well, let's go ahead and sack and occupy. Sack. Done. Good stuff. Sure, good stuff, good stuff. Send Garrulus back in there. Or Vilitch. Who took more damage? It looks like Vilitch's army took more damage, actually. So, sure, let's get Vilitch in there. Occupy. Allow us to replenish. Yep. That's rather good, actually. And now when she comes through, she should suffer from attrition in the region. We will be able to reinforce each other, I believe. This is also helping us replenish, of course, but one army is actually inside, right? But nudge you a little bit closer just to make sure it does work as intended. And we are at... Get an ambush stance. Let's try it. I think we'll be able to reinforce each other. Let's see what we can pull off here. Let's see what we can pull off. Province secured as well. Help it. Let's go ahead and get, what? Melee defense +5. That sounds useful right now, actually. Campaign movement range reduction for enemies moving through the area. That sounds reasonable right now, too. Sure, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and do... They've come to the wrong place for now. And then we'll switch to foster cults to help with Tzeentch corruption in the region in general. So, sure, they've come to the wrong place. We'll do that. And let's go ahead and actually get these guys leveled up as well. Garrulus, let us give you... what? Let us give you... The fetid Gallipot sounds awfully tempting considering the benefits it gives us. Plague of Rust, perhaps? Is it finally time? Is it finally time? Yeah, it might be. Alright, Plague of Rust. Because again, we want to move towards Arcane Conduit and stuff, right? And meanwhile, Hordred, let's go ahead and get you better at fighting. Hard to hit is already maxed out. Deadly Blade, perhaps? Or Thick Skinned. Armor's already pretty good. Armor's already pretty good. Let's go with Deadly Blade, sure. Again, moving towards Foe Seeker, Deadly Onslaught. All the good stuff. All the familiar good stuff. Alright, cool. Yeah, this army could use a bit of replenishing, eh? Or a bit of merging. I might be able to merge these two. Make room for another unit of Pink Horrors of Tzeentch. I don't know, I like having the triplet of spawn that we literally spawned. Actually, on that note, though, I could also use Muddle Mines to slow the Tsarina down a bit. Actually, I say that. I might use Muddle Mines to slow Buddy down a bit. He's a lot closer to home. 10 turns before I can use it again. The Tsarina I almost want coming towards us, right? I almost don't want to slow her down. Decisions. Alright, you know what? Let's muddle this man's mind. Perform that, not too expensive. And let's go ahead and... Actually... Do we want to stay in ambush stance, or do I want to finally switch to channeling? Get some winds of magic into this army. What's the best that could happen if we pull off this ambush? That army is surrounded by... I mean, you know what? Such a heavily range-dependent army, getting an ambush on them is rather helpful, so fine. We'll stay in ambush stance. 40% chance. I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. Unassigned skill points for Vilitch. Go ahead and get you what, buddy? Go ahead and get you what? I suppose we could go towards some more of his spells, maybe? Or let's continue to improve his fighting capabilities. Deadly Blade. Get that up to 67. Yeah, looks pretty good. And we'll see how that plays out. Path to Glory available. We're holding off on that. Building upgrades. We're holding off on outpost available. Unassigned skill point. Who else? Heshes. Everyone's getting better. Everyone's improving. Let's go ahead and get you... What? I've run out of things to get you. Final Transmutation. Last step. Quite a helpful spell. Done, done, done. Damage buildings, that's fine. End the turn there, I suppose. Yeah, the hope is, again, that she'll push in, or at least be in the region, so that we can eliminate this army and reduce the threat rather significantly. What is their strength rank right now? 3. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, we are 6 there, 3. That is kind of scary because, oh my goodness, look at the balance of power. How did that happen? I thought it was marginally in their favor before. Or maybe even marginally in our favor. I think it's because of the settlements they took, I suppose. 13 settlements they have now. A little nerve-wracking. Come at me, though. Come at me. I dare you. And then up over here, yeah, this is a problem. This is a serious problem. Do I raise another army right over here at the Tower of Crack? I could recruit Chaos Sword with Infernal Dominance or Burning Body. Pretty cool. Or a Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Could do one of yeah, I'll probably do one of metal. That bombardment is too strong. Opened Eyes or Evil Eyeball. Neither of these are too bad, I suppose. Yeah, I think we got another army over here to defend against this. We'll be able to use all the recruitment options to get a full army raised right away. It'll increase our cost significantly. We might disband them shortly afterwards, but I think for now we need to do that. Well, I say for now. What I really mean, folks, is next time. Gotta end things on a cliffhanger when the opportunity presents itself, and I'm really curious to see how this plays out, and I hope you are too. If you enjoyed this series, if you enjoyed this episode, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below, folks. As always, it makes a very big difference. Just let me know what people are enjoying on the channel, what I should keep doing, slow down, speed up. Y'all have heard me say this countless times now. I'm sure you're familiar with the drill. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time. Cheers.